It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in today's video, I want to talk about the differences between mobile and Facebook. Hero Wars Mobile and Hero Wars semicolon Facebook. And what has happened is I've started a new game here. You can see it right here on the screen here. I started a new mobile game on 334. I haven't played mobile in a little while, but I honestly hadn't dug deep into some of the quality of life issues that the mobile platform has going for it. That is not the case on mobile. So I'm sorry, that's not the case on Facebook. So one of my community members went ahead and put together a list or a request for a list of quality of life wish list, the mobile quality of life wish list. And he broke these down into minor and major. What I've got is I've got a good, I don't know, 16, 15-ish issues that we're going to talk about today. And this is part one. I would love to have a part two and even maybe a part three if we can find more. But what I want to do, what I hope to do, is to take this video and put it in front of anybody that cares to watch it and be like, hey guy, hey girl that's developing the Hero Wars mobile platform. These are some of the things that we would like to see changed, or at least brought a little closer to the Facebook platform. Now, obviously, development time and energy has to be put where it needs to be, and somebody makes the decision for that. Some corporate entity makes the decision for that, and that's fine. And then on the other side of it, there are some of these things that maybe you don't want to see on mobile. Maybe they're part of Facebook, but you don't want them on mobile, and that's fine too. But this is the list that we got. I want to break these down. We're going to talk a little bit about them as I go through them. We have minor and major. We're going to talk about the minor ones first. So first of all, we need to be able to see in the journal the fight details in the grand arena. So on Facebook, we can take a look at the log here, and we can view the detail of each fight in the grand arena. Right? I can click on this info right here, and I can see this fight broken down. I can click on this info right here and see this fight broken down. Apparently on mobile, you can only do that for the arena. Now I don't have my mobile account that's high enough level to grab grand arena yet. Pulled up here, so I can't really test that, but obviously you can take a look at the journal in Arena and talk about it. But I see where they're coming from. I do. So that's part one. We want to be able to see more battle info on Grand Arena. On Facebook, you can send private messages to people. Check it out, private messages. We can private message each other. Apparently, this is not the case on mobile. Not the case. You can only do guild and server chat. There's no private messaging. I didn't realize this. I did not honestly realize this. Mobile needs private messaging. Are you telling me that you want to send players out of your app to communicate better? Because to me, that's poor marketing. If I was developing an app, especially a game that was designed to suck the money out of you by making in-app purchases, I would want to keep that person in my app as long as possible. So that's one thing that not only will help your bottom line, Nexters, but it'll also help communication within players of your game. And to that point, one of the major things that I saw, they listed it as a minor thing here, but one of the major things, in my opinion, is not being able to assign guild attackers in the mobile version, right? I'm sorry, Guild War attackers. So on Facebook, you can actually go in here, and I'm going to show you my Guild War here on Facebook. Go into Guild War, and you can see attack. These are all of these were assigned positions, right? So the lighthouse here, you can see. Well, not here. Let's go to the I don't know. It's in the log, isn't it? Well, this is a bad example. I've already done my attacks for the day, so I can't show you. But whenever you're in here, I have an assigned attack. There's a little red dot in place of one of these little diamonds, right? The hexagons or whatever they're called. And that tells me, my general has told me where to attack. And that's a big deal. Again, you're having your players jump out of the game to properly coordinate, creating a Facebook group, creating a Discord page, which isn't hard to do, but this chat right here, the in-game chat is not sufficient. It's not sufficient to make plans. It's not sufficient. Real sorry, but it's not. So another thing is a recent change to the Facebook platform, and that's the artifact update, the hero artifact update. We can downgrade our artifacts. Like if we need to, we can exchange higher level artifacts for lower level artifacts. We also get excess artifact fragments automatically get sold to some mythical vendor, and we get the artifact coins as response instantly. But that's just not the case on mobile. In fact, mobile seems like it's a lot more difficult to get artifacts and gold and a lot of other resources, I've noticed in my little bit of time playing the game. So that's another one. The Emerald Exchange. This is probably something that affects both. The probability for the Emerald Exchange needs to be posted. In my opinion, this needs to be posted more obvious. This is kind of misleading. I understand the graphic and it's pretty, and it's less pretty if you actually break it down in percentages, but that needs to be changed. So another issue is max testing. On mobile, this is probably one of the most sought after questions. On mobile, you can't do max testing. On Facebook, I can do max testing. So max hero power, auto or manual, right? Apparently you can't even do manual on training on mobile. This is what people have told me. I haven't dug into each of these individually. So if any of these are off or I'm discussing them incorrectly, then please let me know in the comment section down below. But you can max test on Facebook, but you cannot max test on mobile. You can only fight at whatever rank your current heroes are. Okay, and this is difficult. This is difficult to deal with because what happens is, last month on mobile, Heidi got an update, right? How good is Heidi? Nobody's leveled up Heidi. How good is Heidi? Well, nobody knows, and we have no way to test to see how strong he is at max or near max because unless you know somebody that's maxed out every hero, including Heidi, you can't properly test her because it would take weeks, months for me to get Heidi up to an equal power level as some of my other heroes. Now, obviously, I just started this account a couple of days ago, so that's a bad example now. But max testing is really important, especially when you have a game where you update heroes and there's such a long grind to get heroes maxed out. Such a long grind. Need to be able to share battles from trainings in guild chat. So on Facebook, you can go into these guild battles, right? Like I did some testing here, and I can share this. Wait, it's right here. I can share this. So here's a link to this battle replay. I can share this on in chat. I can share this on Discord or on Facebook or anywhere. You can't do that on mobile. Can't do it on mobile. So, you go into trainings here. All you can do is view them. You can't share the results. Can't share the results. And I think that's kind of short-sighted, especially whenever you're, leveling up heroes to show off in some occasions. But I don't know. Maybe you don't want to do that. I don't know. It could go either way. So the list goes on. There's a couple more here that I want to talk about before we end the video. And please, again, if there are any here that I haven't mentioned, let me know in the Discord. Let me know on Facebook. Let me know on the comment section down below. I'd love to make a part 2 to this video. All right. Valkyrie's Favor should give 150 bonus Titanite like it does on the Facebook version. The dungeon system as a whole, let me show you what I'm talking about here. So everybody has this quest on Facebook and on mobile, collect 75 Titanite, and then there's another step up to collect 150. But for Valkyrie's Blessing, I can just claim this and automatically, because I have Valkyrie's Favor on, because I pay the $2.50 a week, bam, quest completed. That's all I got to do. I've just earned 150 Titanite. On mobile, it's a slog. It takes a long time to spend in the dungeon. And I believe the dungeon overall on mobile is more difficult. And whether or not you want to talk about whether it's the skin system, because Titans have skins and Titans have artifacts and Titans have vulnerabilities to different elements on Facebook, but not on mobile. And that's probably why the case is that, the dungeon is so much more difficult. All right. Need the option to open 1, 10, or all with summoning spheres, not just one at a time. And this is something that they've mentioned a couple of times that they're not going to change. And what this means is going in here, and whenever you go to open spheres, right, if you have like 11 or 12 or whatever, you should be able to open all. You should be able to click open all. Like I shouldn't have to click this 3 times. I shouldn't have to do this if I want to. And it would be really neat. It'd be really neat if you could say, hey, I want to open 7 of these 12 spheres, or I want to open 3 of these 12 spheres, because maybe you don't want to open them all. Maybe you don't want to open them all at once. And I totally understand that. All right. Item and equipment info needs to be included a more comprehensive list of the heroes that need it, not just 1 or 2 levels down. So on Facebook, if I'm trying to level up my Kark's items here, I can actually click, there's an items button right here. And I can go and I can see what items my Kark is going to need as I level them up. Currently I'm orange 3. So these are the items that I'm going to need for orange 4, right? You can see, got the governor here, the blade of the immortals is right here. So this doesn't exist on mobile. Right? So if I've kind of gotten myself into a little bit of a corner here. So if I'm trying to level up my Celeste, I've got this item, but I can't see what what the other items are. Right? So I don't know what to farm next for my Celeste. I don't know. Yeah. So the daily rewards are another big one. Daily rewards are, this change went into Facebook about a year ago. Actually right at a year ago. So let's see, the daily bonus, right? We have coins, we have emeralds, we have potions, we have some soul stones, we have a couple of emeralds, a little bit of gold items, right? Cool. But check this out. Check out what Facebook has. Oh, daily quest, wrong one. Special events. Facebook has got, obviously, the emeralds and the gold and the hero soul stones, but we also have stacks of skinstone chests, stacks of summoning spheres, energy, stacks of tower coins, stacks of artifact chest keys. And this one right here, at the 28th day straight of playing, you get 50 soul stones of your choice, aside from Cleaver, Jet, Sebastian, and Yasmin. And I know that Yasmin isn't there yet on mobile, but she'll be there soon. And then, for logging in for 30 straight days, you get 25 artifact summoning spheres, which you guys don't have Titan artifacts on your server, but like the differences are just, I forgot how difficult it was to play on mobile until I started this account. Really forgot. And then the last minor thing was the ability to sell items that are useless after max, such as Titan potions, artifact essences, that kind of thing. You guess you can't currently sell those types of things. Some you can, some you can't on mobile. So a couple more, we got 2 more things that I want to talk about, and then we'll move on. On Facebook, we have chapter 14 and 15. You can see here that I'm currently on chapter 15 on Facebook, and there's a chapter 14 as well. On mobile, we don't get but chapter 13, right? This is as far as it goes. Chapter 14 has got Celeste, Astrid stones, and they're just not here. You need a more reliable way to get your heroes. But another interesting factoid is some of the heroes, when you get to orange plus 3, whenever you're trying to promote on mobile, when you're trying to promote from emerald plus 3 to emerald plus 4, the items can only be found, right? It can only be found in chapter 14, which supposedly it's going to be added sometime in the future, but the community managers have said many times that they feel as though the chapter 13 boss is a good enough end to the campaign at this time. So they may take their time adding those, if they do at all. Kind of crazy. And the last thing that I want to mention yet again, is this dungeon. So the dungeon is something that has caused a lot of players on mobile to just not do every day. It's pulling teeth to get people to do the dungeon, and the dungeon is so awkward to play through because there's some science behind it about, if you lose this fight on this day, then the next day that fight is easier. So, and you also always want to end whenever you unlock the next level, but you want to make sure to earn enough to get both quests completed. And, again, the Titans are more effective if you use the elemental affinity that they're strong against on Facebook, but on mobile, it's just, whoever lasts the longest. So it's a lot hard. It's so easy on Facebook. I can get 300 to 500 Titanite a day on Facebook. I'm obviously getting a free 150, like I mentioned earlier. Like I'm already at 150 for the day, but if I could easily get to 500 Titanite today if I wanted to. Now it might slow me down in the future, so I usually only get around 300 to 400 a day, but still, And then on top of that, like this right here is amazing. If I clear, so Valkyrie's Flame, this gives me these divination cards, which lets me auto clear. So you watch this, just auto clear it. Don't have to fight it, auto clear it. If you do it manually, obviously you're going to end up with better stats, but I can just sit here and click accept this fate and auto clear. Now on mobile, you can do this on fights that you've already finished the day before. So so that speeds those up. But since I've cleared up to level 2000, right, I can effectively clear 30 fights, which is enough to get me 300 Titanite. And it's just, so it turns this tedious task that I have to do every single day into basically just clicking, which, takes away some of the fun, I guess. But whenever you're dealing with all of the stuff that you have to do every day, which honestly, playing 4 accounts right now myself, it's a lot more tedious than some of you that are only playing 1 account. You can see what I'm talking about. But let me know down in the comment section down below. Let me know in the Discord server. Let me know on Facebook Messenger. Email me, whatever you got to do. Tell me some of the other crazy things, some of the crazy quality of life issues that are happening on mobile that are just not the case on Facebook. You want to talk about things that maybe you don't want changed on the mobile platform that have changed on Facebook. That's fine too. You want to talk about some of the things on Facebook that you like or that you dislike, that you wish it was more like mobile. I'm eager to hear those as well. Let me know from both sides. I know that this video is mostly focused for the mobile players, but I feel like the Facebook side of people need to know what's happening also. So I feel like I just ranted for 16 and a half minutes. So I'm really sorry, guys. So live stream here going up in about 3.5 hours. Roughly 3 hours, a little bit less than 3 hours. So check me out there, twitch.tv/HeroWarsCentral. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.